It's like a cold, cold winter. Plenty of ice and snow.
Okay, guys. So, Christmas was crazy busy. Crazy busy. Man, it was busy. Yeah, there was so much party and stuff going on that this kind of took a back seat. So this isn't actually the 24th and 25th right now, but these are the 24th, 25th beers. We didn't forget about them, so we're gonna do a special double feature. We're gonna do 24, 25, similar to what we did, I think, on the 11th, 12th, 13th, where we just did the run in the row to catch up. So let's I guess it deserves a grand sort of finale. Two solid beer. Well, I have some interesting beers to present. So
definitely very interesting.
Awesome. So we're gonna have. I'm afraid there's a crust in my future. Okay.
I wasn't gonna do the crust.
No gag beers.
No,
all right.
no gag beers. They're actual. I think one of them's an actual. Okay, one of them is definitely a beer, and the other one is. I don't know what it is.
It's not a what? Okay. That'll be interesting. So I guess what I'm saying is, welcome to the Christmas Holiday Special Season Finale, where we're going to do the 24th, 25th for you right now, and let's get it underway.
Let's do it.
Ready for some beer?
I'm ready for beer.
All right, sir. So this is number 24.
Oh shit.
It is another Witchwood.
Oh shit.
It is a very great Witchwood. Probably my favorite.
Oh, is this the King Goblin?
King Goblin.
King Goblin.
King Goblin is their dark
Yo.
or strong beer. It's 6.6. It's darker than their average Hobgoblin, and it's their special seasonal. The flavor of it is that they only brew it on the night of a full moon. I don't know if that's true or not. It tends to come out around the holiday season, I find, or it has the last couple times I've gotten it. So this is one that, if you're lucky, you still might be able to go out and find a bottle, but this is one of my favorite for sure, and I was super happy to find it actually a few days ago. This is the one I picked up in order to complete the Advent calendar. So it's a good thing I did wait, because I got something really special for you. Alright, so bring it on. Alright, sir.
Not sure what the hell it is. Like, I know what it is, but I'm not sure what the hell it is.
Alright, well, let's check it out. It's going to be another, like, Chimay. Ooh, okay. Let's get a lot of these bottles, anyway.
You know this beer?
At the beer store. Lejask.
Lejesk.
I'm actually not.
It's probably Lejesk. It's Polish.
Lizej. I don't know, because the other Polish beer I know of that comes in like bottles like this, similar kind of design, is Zwijk. Well, I thought it was Zwijk, and it's Zyweic is how it's spelled,
Zwijk.
and it's not Zwijk. It's Żywiec. So that's super different. So this could be something insane like Lezit.
This is actually pronounced King Goblin.
That is actually pronounced King Goblin. So, what do you say? Let's crack in and just start drinking beers. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Alright. Woo! Okay, sir. Just give it a good, check it out. Delicious pour. Ooh, I can see the coolness coming out of that. It's got this color. Yeah, King Goblin. I gotta say, King Goblin all around. Excellent presentation.
And a mighty damn fine pour, if I do say so myself.
Very good. Yeah, I got a good one here. Ooh, good bubble head.
Smells good. Smells good.
All right, sir. Cheers.
24th beer.
24.
What does that remind me of?
I don't know. It definitely has chocolate notes in it, like other strong beers I've had. Forget exactly.
It's
what
only
it said.
subtle though.
Crystal malts and sovereign hops for a rich, smooth sublimey. Is it sublimey?
Sublimely. You just take a
sublimely. Sublimely satisfying taste of pure beer indulgence. Pretty sure there's chocolate notes in it. Actually, I might be thinking of normal Hobgoblin. Might have the chocolate notes, but this is. What do you think of that?
It's really tasty.
It's a great beer.
It's really good.
It's a really good beer.
It doesn't taste as strong as it is.
No, it's super. This is one of the flavor. This is one of the strong beers I've had where it's incredibly smooth. You wouldn't know it's a 6.6 from tasting it. Similar to how La Fin du Monde, 9%, triple style ale.
Yeah, triple ale. Yeah,
triple ale, but also very smooth. There's none of the sharpness of that high percent that you usually get in the beer.
And definitely not like the Chimay.
No, Chimay was insane. Which we learned a little more about Trappist Ale actually a few days ago.
Yep.
Trappist ales. There's only 7 abbeys, I believe, in Europe that can still use the Trappist Ale moniker. And every other abbey that makes beer now has to refer to it as an abbot ale.
Yes.
And the difference really is basically it's location. It's more of an exclusive sort of thing. That it's like these guys were like from way back in the day. They're kind of like hipsters, I guess. Like we did it first, kind of thing. But all proceeds from Trappist ales go to charities. There's no profit.
I don't know. I think you're allowed to claim that without seeming like a hipster if the brewery's been around for like over 300 years.
Yeah, like hundreds of years.
It's like
So interesting little tidbit for you. Anytime you see a Trappist ale, it's probably going to be one of those sharper kind of drinks, higher percentage, but all proceeds of it go to charity, and it's made by monks in the abbey. Pretty good. So pretty wild, pretty interesting thing.
that.
Actually, I gotta say, really good. Really solid beer. Léger.
I can't pronounce it. I don't know. I've got a couple Polish friends. Maybe I'll call them up. I'll call up my buddy and be like,
that's
how
good,
do I
though.
pronounce
Sorry.
this beer? And
Yeah.
he'll be like,
Switch
it's
on.
pronounced. He'll tell me that it's actually
Léger.
pronounced Lizax.
Lezix. Oh, fuck. I love the scent. That King Goblin scent is incredible.
Shit, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's good.
That's really tasty.
Fuck, man. Yeah, seriously. Run out and grab a King Goblin from the LCBO. You still got time.
Pause the video. We'll wait for you.
Pause the video. Oh, yeah. Pause the video.
Pause the video.
Yeah, pause the video and go get it. I get it. Sorry, I'm a little slow. I haven't eaten, and now I'm chugging back beer. So,
That's kind of what you're eating.
I guess, yeah, if it's a Guinness.
Or a Rickards Red.
That's true. Also very hearty and yielding.
Or a Modite. A modded.
Yeah, Modite. Modite. I don't know.
Moded.
Molded. Molded. Woo! Yeah, so how was your Christmas, man?
My Christmas was not as loud as other years, which was great.
Okay.
Only partial of the family came by. You know, the grandparents on both sides came by. Yeah, it was good. A lot of food. A lot of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, for me too.
I mean, like a lot of
Yeah. Well, what you finished off?
I
That whole bottle of scotch, or
of the was it Aberflor? I think it was. Is that what Aberflor?
I think so.
Aberflor?
12-year.
Aberflor.
Yeah, that was a nice. Fuck, man. That was a nice scotch too, and you like pounded that back like.
I didn't pound it back. I enjoyed every drop of it.
Just over a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. We had a little taster of that on the 23rd. and
We
that's very
played a
solid.
great beer trivia game. That's where we got the.
Yeah, we learned a lot, but we won't tell you which one because we want you to have a reason to come back and watch this. Because if we just tell you where to go find all the information, I mean, why tune in, right?
Yes.
Exactly. See, the smart one.
See, that's actually yes. I would have thought.
That's a good point. I would have just told them, "Here's where I get all my beer trivia," and that would have been it. No.
From the back of the bottle.
Stay tuned in.
Oh, I love this beer. It is good. It's not heavy either.
No, it's very light. You can just take it back. It's good. Definitely one of those like sleeper beers where if you were just having it and didn't know, it would hit you a lot faster than you thought it would. So
Guaranteed.
I'll have. So I grabbed a couple bottles for myself over the Christmas.
Yep.
And that's what I tended to. I gave myself one. Give myself one a night. Something to really enjoy. Damn, it's good though. I really wish it was a permanent. Like, I wish you can get it all the time.
What was I drinking a lot of? Aside from scotch, drinking a lot of Stellas.
Well, the only other thing I had.
I also bought. I legitimately since I tasted the American, the Guinness American Blonde.
Right.
I can't get it. I can't get enough.
I know, it's great. It's a really seriously,
It's
that
just-
good. It's a really good
It's,
lager.
it's not that it's the best beer, and it's not my favorite beer, but it's like $2.20 a can.
Yeah, it's affordable.
That's the same price for Carling.
I
And,
know.
And no offense to people out there who drink Carling, but like,
Yeah.
that's like
It's definitely an interesting thing, like the pricing of beers. I think we've kind of covered this before, but it tends to be a lot more Czech, Polish, like imports in that. You can get the tall cans for cheaper than, or as cheap as some of the discount brands that we get in Canada. And the reason for that is because there's a lot of taxes and dues that they don't have to pay to manufacture and release beer here, which is weird. Because that's why it looks so weird when you're at the LCBO or the beer store and you look at the shelf, you're like, why is a can of Muskoka Winter Weiss $3, but a can of Grolsch is like $2? And the Grolsch is actually in a bigger can. You get 500 milliliters.
in my dream.
In your dream.
No, I know, like when it's on sale, it's actually amazing. But
Oh, yeah,
it
it's
rarely ever happens. But when it's like $2 a can,
It's
like
still
all,
$2 a can.
No, but I'm saying
It's
like,
been like a
all,
month.
all year round though is just like.
I think it might be the permanent price now because there's no sale thing on it. It might just be a thing. A lot of Czech, Polish beers are going for that kind of cheaper aesthetic with the tall cans because they know they can beat up all the competition here because they know they can sell it for 25 to even 50, if not $1 less, or 50 cents, if not $1 less than
Well, it's also the thing that's
some of the local stuff.
It's the fact that it's also not domestic that kind of gives it the draw. It's like, okay, it's like I know what Sleeman can put out. I know what Steam Whistle can put out. I know what Mill Street can put out. I know what, Molson or Labatt or fucking whoever, Wellington. I know what all these breweries can put out. I've tried a lot of their stuff, but then it's like you get something and you just it's like, well, I don't recognize that brewery at all. It's the same price as the beer that I would normally drink, and I know what it tastes like. It's, if I'm drinking to get drunk, then it's like, it doesn't matter, but it's like, I like beer, so why the hell wouldn't I try it?
Yeah, you want to,
That's smart.
for sure. Money's less of an issue if it's like, oh, I just want a couple. Like, you bring home a couple, you just want to try some new stuff.
Yep.
Have it with dinner or something. But, yeah, it's just like, it's insane to think that, like, Carling Lager costs more for a tall can than it does for, like, Grolsch, which is a great German beer.
That's actually kind of crazy, because in my personal opinion, it's like, Carling is not a good beer.
No,
Carling
it's a discount brand. It's cheap and affordable.
It'll get you drunk.
Oh, for sure.
It'll get-
Which is what seems to be the case. Why people get it in the first place. It's cheap and you can get a good buzz going off of it. But if you want something to enjoy, like, you can't go wrong with some of the imports. And in a lot of cases, they're very affordable because they know they can mark it down and make a lot more money. Because again, in Ontario, the taxes and dues that some breweries have to pay, or most breweries have to pay, to get in on the shelves and stuff. Because, well, the beer store is owned by the breweries, the three major breweries.
Yes.
Which actually I found out recently is 49% of the beer store is owned by Molson, 49% is owned by Labatt, and 2% is owned by Sleeman. Which is actually kind of insane to think about.
It's sad though, because at the same time it's like you get so many independent brew houses and
Which is the thing.
and
They
microbreweries that
they make some quality stuff and they make some interesting
amazing
stuff.
beer, but it's like you can't really. They're gonna
It's-
sell it, but they're not gonna draw any focus to it.
It's literally a case of the average citizen trying to get to like the gentleman's club.
It's capitalism at its finest.
Yeah, exactly. So you got the big guys trying to squeeze or make it harder for the smaller guys so that there isn't any competition for them to worry about. And in a way, they're still completely in control of all these little breweries because the only place you can sell it here is LCBO or beer store.
Yeah.
Of course, that's changing a little now that some supermarkets
In Ontario.
in Ontario are starting to sell beer as of, I believe, a week and a half ago.
Yep.
It's been like 10 days.
Where you could always buy at a lot of great Canadian superstores as well as Loblaws, you could buy wine.
Yes, they have like wine racks,
but it's a very
small kiosks.
But it's a very separate. It's almost like it
Yeah,
operates
it's a
as
separate
its own,
business.
It operates as its own store that has the same hours as that has the same hours as the supermarket. However, they close their section of the store.
Yeah, they have their little kiosk.
If
and
it's a
they'll close
24 hours, they're obviously not going to have somebody running it all. the
No,
time.
you can't. Well, you can't. I don't think legally you can. If the LCBO closes at 9, you gotta close at 9.
Yep.
But yeah, it's I found that interesting to find out Sleeman owns 2%, which essentially means that I don't know if that's a case of Sleeman kind of has a lot of power there.
I was gonna
Because in the event that Sleeman's just like, well, we're gonna side with Labatt, wouldn't that just completely screw over Molson? Like
or
they would
win.
win.
They have the swing vote.
Yeah,
They have
it's
the
kind of
swing
insane to think about
They have the swing vote.
if that is the case.
All right, I want to get on to this next beer. Hammer it back, big guy. Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
King Goblin and Lejesk. All right.
Lazak.
I'll leave those there. All right. So here's the offering for the 25th. This is interesting. I doubt you've had it before.
Probably not.
I had never had it before. Or well, I still have never had it before, and it looked really interesting. This looked like traditional, wild stuff. Like this was made. I don't know.
That isn't a normal shape for a bottle.
Not at all. It definitely looks like do-it-yourself, like mom and pop kind of thing. Do you have any idea what it is?
St. Peter's Ale.
Winter ale.
Oh shit.
So this is their winter ale. Look at that bottle, man. The bottle itself.
It looks like an old school medicine bottle.
Exactly. This looks like if someone told me this is made by monks in the basement of an old monastery, I'd totally believe it.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like they started making it this way like 500 years ago and just didn't change anything about it since. It looked interesting. So
700 years old.
700-year-old brewery.
Holy shit.
So yeah, I thought that would be an interesting one, for sure.
Okay, the beer that I got you.
Okay, let's see.
It was one that I knew that you've had several times.
Okay.
But because it was
Definitely Witchwood.
because it was Christmas, I just figured I might as well get you a beer that I know you're going to enjoy.
Okay, great. So I know exactly what it is. I'm gonna predict right now that it is Bah Humbug. Oh, Hobgoblin Gold! Damn.
buddy.
This is very new, actually. They just started making this, I believe, a few months ago. Maybe it definitely hasn't been a year yet. I would say about 6 months ago you were able to start getting it here. Hobgoblin Gold, which I believe is now one of their permanents. It is their blonde ale.
It's a little on the lighter side.
Had it before. It is a little on the lighter side, 4.5. Had it before. It's very good. But I'm not going to say no to another Hobgoblin Gold. Ooh.
And
There we go. Alright.
I'm afraid.
I know. It's going to be an interesting one. So, let's get her done. Excellent gold color.
Yeah, that's fucking dark.
Yeah, it looks dark. It looks really dark.
Oh,
This is powerful.
it smells like a goddamn chocolate bar.
Really?
Yeah.
So, it's definitely a winter ale. It's got that chocolate taste.
Oh god, yeah.
Alright, I'm looking forward to trying some of that, sir.
Here, just to get the symmetry going. Just because I go crazy otherwise.
Alright,
OCD.
we gotta fuel his OCD. Okay, sir,
Cheers.
cheers to the final day. Yeah, it's got a very hoppy scent to it, for sure.
I dig it.
Alright.
I dig that completely. There's something different about it.
Yeah.
You can definitely taste the chocolate in the winter ale. Like, it's the most dominant feature
For sure.
of any winter ale. The smell of the chocolate is more present than the actual taste, but the taste is still there.
Okay.
You can definitely it's got a bit of a bite, and I think that is the 6.5%.
Oh yeah, it is 6.5. So it is slightly.
It's still smoother. It's not as heavy as it looks, and that looks
It looks pretty heavy. That is dark. That is opaque.
Yes. Like, I can't see the light at all. I can barely, nothing. No.
Wow. So, Hobgoblin Gold. It's definitely got a hoppy scent to it, which is kind of surprising for a 4.5. And for just kind of a blonde in general. Usually don't really scent the hops, but it's a nice scent of hops. It's not an overpowering scent of hops.
It just shows the balls that Wish would have when it comes to brewing like great flavors into their beers and not going with the norm.
Try to go with something different. Yeah. There's definitely some of that hoppy taste to it too, if you drink it. But otherwise, it's I would kind of describe it as just a slightly hoppier blonde ale, and it's very good. It is a great addition to the Witchwood line, for sure.
Wheat and barley.
Wheat and barley. Good old wheat and barley.
There you go. With a huge hop punch. Bam.
So it's got that hop scent to it. This is something you can definitely find more all year round. As I said, it's I'm pretty sure it's one of their standards. They just brought out very recently. So you can get this along with regular Hobgoblin, Gingerbeard, Scarecrow are just a couple of the ones we tend to see around here all year. And keep your eye out for some of the seasonals. One I'm very excited for, and I hope we do get it, because their website states it as their January seasonal, is their brand new one, Arrowayne, which is a 3.6. It's very light, but it's a dark ale. Apparently very flavorful, and the style of it looks really cool. It's got a female archer on the very front of it. Very reminiscent, actually, of Keira Knightley in the King Arthur cover.
Oh,
that King Arthur movie?
Yep.
I would actually describe it as like that's actually probably the artwork they took it from, and then just kind of changed it from there because it looks the exact same. But it's described as a dark ale, straight and true. It's really cool, and it's really cool looking, and I'm looking forward to trying it. Hopefully, I can get one, and then maybe we'll do a quick Arrowayne featured taster for you guys. But what do you say for now? Switch them up.
Yeah.
I've been waiting like a whole month to try this one. Oh yeah, the chocolate's there. Even like a hint of coffee to it, I would say.
Yeah, maybe.
For sure.
Like it's
definitely a dark chocolate, and it's got a hint. Like I would describe the scent with like a hint of caffeine to it. I would say, like a coffee sort of note. Damn.
Well, it doesn't really say.
You know,
it just says full of flavor, rich in flavor, lots of flavor, and
it is very rich.
Being one of Britain's finest and most innovative breweries.
Well, I tend to find that
ingredients.
I tend to find that a lot of the beers with coffee to it, or have a coffee hint to it, tend to have a very like thinner head. Like it's not as bubbly. It's very fine. It's very smooth, similar to Guinness. As if you were pouring a cup of coffee, maybe with like some coffee froth.
Oh, that'll wake you up, that's for sure.
For sure. But this is great. I would actually go as far to say that it's my favorite winter ale.
It's pretty good.
This is probably the best winter ale I've had. A lot of them are like, they got winter ales, obviously in general, tend to have those.
You can't keep drinking them.
Yeah, you can't go crazy.
Can't
this
go
is definitely
crazy,
something to enjoy.
Yeah.
Actually, this is. I would
But
say
that's the
that
thing,
this
though.
is
Like,
something.
I feel like
this one I could say I could
you
drink.
could have definitely a few of these.
You could have a few of those. Everything else is kind of like it's too sweet, maybe, or.
Was it Lion's Winter Ale?
Lion's Winter Ale was very.
It's good.
Sweet.
It's really good, but it's just like I can't do more than one or two.
Yeah, it's sweet. There tend to be a lot of winter ales that have that sweeter sort of note to it, which kind of would stop you from having like a lot of it. You just like sweetness overload. Like you'd really need some salty fries after or something to balance it out. But this is pretty awesome.
Yeah. But like I said though, the chocolate smell is more present.
Oh yeah,
or the chocolate's more present in the smell.
The dark chocolate
taste.
aroma is far more distinct than the actual taste in the beer, but it's still there. You can still taste it, but it blends well with the dark ale aspect of it. Great, very good, very very good.
This is fantastic. This is super smooth.
Damn, that's good.
it's light, but what I do like is like it's just that it's that little sprucing of hops.
Yeah.
It gives it a slight fruitiness to it, like just like a
Yeah,
little,
I like that.
a little bit of a
The hint is really great.
Oh, it's great.
I definitely have never tasted anything quite like it before. It definitely stands out. It definitely stands out among blonde ales.
Oh, definitely.
And yeah, very, very good. I would recommend going and picking one up while you're out there getting King Goblin, which you really should while you can get yourself to. Really, just if you're new to the beer scene and you want to break out into something interesting, look at Witchwood stuff. Just check out Witchwood stuff. They got a great.
How many have we covered in this series?
In this, I would say 6.
Let's turn around and give it a
6.
second.
These. Hold on. Well, I got all the bottles here. So we did Hobgoblin, Scarecrow, Imperial Red, Dr. Thirsty's, King Goblin, and Hobgoblin Gold. So that's 6, which is half of what I've had before. And there is one up there that you can't get anymore, which is Forest Fruits. Didn't sell very well, and a lot of people say it was way too fruity. It was very fruity. It was quite a fruity beer, for sure. But yeah, the other ones you should still be able to get, but they're more seasonals, so you got to keep your eye out for them. I've only ever had Goliath once because it came in that one mixer pack. Even though I believe that's one of their standards, so is Imperial Red actually. Those are standards in the UK, but we tend to not get them here. And those were 2 that I was only able to get by fluke by trying them in their in the LCBO's Beers of Character taster pack. 4 beers in one case. If you can get one of those still, grab one of those because there's some good stuff in that too. I'm basically, honestly, I'm shilling out pretty hard for Witchwood right now, but I just love Witchwood.
I feel like when the camera's off, they're just blowing you.
Oh yeah.
It's probably a pretty good blowjob though.
Yeah, we're almost done. Stay back. Anyway, I do really like Witchwood though. It's just a good, like the aesthetic of Witchwood in general is just, it's great. It's great to collect. It's great to try all the stuff. They have a wide range of things.
There's flavor.
Great seasonals.
There's flavor in the beer as well as in the story behind it.
Yeah, it's one of the greater ones to try and look out for. Same with I like a brewery that has a very diverse collection of beers and ales, and really focus on their seasonals and make some very interesting seasonals. Really branch out in terms of brewing some interesting, unique stuff. And another brewery like that I would recommend is Unibrew, obviously, which was heavily featured in this calendar. We did 6 of them. All of those, I'm pretty sure they don't really have seasonals. They're just all available all the time, usually. Obviously far easier to get in Quebec than out here. The most popular ones you can really get out here is Fin du Le Monde, or La Fin du Monde, sorry, and Blonde de Chamblay is the one they're really pushing, and there's some places I've seen Modet on tap.
Yeah. Sorry, you're talking about on tap.
I just meant in general, like accessibility. Like Modet, you could definitely find on tap around if you look for it. But yeah, you just gotta keep your eyes open and look around, see what comes out. We're getting newer and newer, cooler stuff into the country or into the province all the time.
Well, I find that also the more bars that pop up just in Toronto.
Toronto is an amazing bar scene. If you haven't spent any time going out and trying some new little places, there are some great gems out there that have some really interesting stuff that they feature.
It's like the bars that are now popping up. It's nice to see that. It's like, yes, they're going with the standards that you would find on tap, but they're also trying to appeal to the smaller crowd as well. So you are going to find those rare beers that you would only find in the back corner of the LCBO's beer refrigerator.
One actually, if you're a huge fan of beer and you'd love to try some really different, interesting stuff, downtown there's a place called Biermarkt. It's the German Biermarkt, but beer market, and they just have beer from all over the world. Some on tap, some are coming in bottles, and if you have a good chunk of money to spend, because some of them can be pretty expensive, not just because they're high percentage, in some cases because it's a fortune to import it. So there's definitely some stuff on there that's like $20 a bottle, like some pretty crazy shit. But if you really want to try something completely different, something you've never seen before, that's definitely a cool place to go check out. They've definitely got some stuff there that you've probably never seen before from all over the world. Their menu, you can download it online actually at beermarket.com. And yeah, anytime I've seen the menu, it's like over 150 different beers. Like, they got a ton of stuff. But there's some places, there's some smaller bars around Toronto that are like that too. Only Cafe out in the East End, I think I've mentioned it before, has 25 taps, and for the most part they're all independent breweries, microbrews, like some interesting stuff, and they cycle them out monthly. So there's always something different. And that's just their taps. They have tons of stuff in bottles too from all over the place. That's a cool place to check out. There's, I forget the name of it. There's a place downtown, like English pub. Just honestly, just go online. Now doesn't matter. A list of the best bars in Toronto every year. Top 10, top 20 bars in Toronto, and they mention some interesting places with some interesting stuff. Check it out there. In the future, when I'm done with this, I'm hoping in the new year to start focusing on the 16s and the 6 main series, where hopefully at least once every 2 weeks I could put up a new episode of a new small bar that I've been checking out, focusing on potentially with a buddy, or him or whoever I got who's willing to come out, film an episode, just hang out for a bit, maybe get a special guest. We'll see what happens, but that is definitely the main plan and focus of that series. It is a web series that will bring you, guys at home, some insight into some of the coolest places to go check out in Toronto, with some interesting stuff to drink, interesting event nights, whatever. So we'll see what the future brings. But for now, this has been a pretty great idea, honestly.
Pretty damn good idea.
Solid beer advent calendar. Yeah. This is definitely something I'll want to do on a yearly basis now.
Yeah, I think this is gonna have to be. Like, that's the thing. It's like this is the end of this. This is the end of the 16s and the 6 holiday season.
Yeah,
but everybody knows it's like with all TV shows or web shows. Like, there's always a season 2.
There's always
and
more
a season 3 and a season 4.
There's always more seasons.
As long as there are beers for us to try, there will always be more seasons.
We will try, and we'll definitely do one-offs every once in a while. Of like, there'll be some interesting stuff. There's one we've talked about doing, which is just us trying out all those 10% sort of discount kind of beers like Crest and Fax 10.
You do it on like a
Bravia. Or,
call it a Tank House Tuesday.
Yeah, Tank House Tuesday. We're gonna have a Tank House Tuesday one day. But yeah, we'll see what the future brings. Hopefully I get some stuff off the ground really soon. But for now, hope you had a great holiday. I know I did. I know he had a pretty good time too. Hope you enjoyed it with some solid beers. Hopefully an episode or 2 of this might have given you some ideas to what to celebrate the holiday season with. And thanks for joining us for all these cheers and beers. And I hope you guys had a great holiday season.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! New Year's is coming. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching.